Okay, so I got some different seats for the Rhino. I ended up finding a set of some pretty nice RZR seats. One of them's got a sliding track underneath it. I don't know if I can use that or not. I know people have put these in Rhinos before. There's a couple write-ups about it, but I've not seen any kind of video as far as like how they put them in. I'm gonna go with just a simple way of doing it, hopefully. Pretty much these pull out with one little lever. And then if you flip them upside down, they've only got 4 mounting bolts to actually hold the seat itself down. That seat's actually rusty. Man, it's got hole rusted now. I never even noticed that. That's my plan, is to get the original seat off of it to where I still have the track. Everything's still, quick release, because it has to have that for me. I still want the side handles on it. So anyway, I'm going to get those off real quick, and then we'll come back and see what we look like there. I'm actually wondering if these are going to come out or if they're just going to spin. They're 12 millimeter. Well, there's one. We might get lucky here. Nope. That doesn't sound very good. Neither one of them. All right, so we're definitely fighting rust there. Let me see here. It's actually just a nut driver that we're using. It's not actually the real ratchet. We'll get the 3/8 out. Grab a battery for it. Just a small one should work for this. We'll grab our socket. One of these days I need to get one of those helmet cams or hat cams like Zip Ties has got. See if this works any better. That broke off. I'll take that. Good deal. They both broke off. So, oh yeah, look at that. There we go. Okay. It's got the straps for the seat covers I put on it. All right, well, that's cool. Oop, lost my bolts. So, there is our seat bracket. It's pretty much, this fits in the Rhino like this. And it just snaps in just like that. So there will be our new seat, or there's our seat base. And let's see. All right, well, I'll get this cleaned up, but our seat that actually has the track on it is right here. And I've also seen people say that you can use paint thinner very carefully and wipe the RZR logo off of it to where you've just got the red, which would be kind of cool. So anyway, these will raise, if I keep these tracks under these seats, which I think I will, that's going to raise us up about a little over an inch, which I'm not crazy about that, but I guess we'll just have to see kind of what that looks like. So, sorry. Trying to do this one-handed here. Okay. So, here. I'll set you there. All right. So anyway, doing that like that, those will sit right on those bases. We do need to take the back headrest off though. Unfortunately, these are they're welded on from what I read, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Got these rad camo seat covers, which are actually really good for this. They look nice on this too. Yeah, there's the camo ones, and then when I first bought this thing, we put black ones on it. The original ones are all nasty vinyl. Okay, so yeah, these look to be riveted on actually, but they still got that plate. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll get back to you on this one. Okay, change plans. I got the with this pillow, this backing piece off, it is just riveted on. I'm going to try to drill these rivets out and leave this backing plate on here. I think that would actually help support the seat, and we're not going to gain anything with it being gone. So I'm going to try to drill these out. Oh, that's awful. Okay, well, I drilled the heads off of it, and I'm using a center punch just to knock them out. It worked on the first one. Of course, it won't on these. We're going to have to grind them. All right, grinder worked out all right. You just pop those out. I think that's going to work. Okay. All right, so at this point, we can actually put our seat. I don't know if I can. We can actually set our seat in all the way back, and yeah, that plate will be fine. The seat belt and all that stuff should still line up. So I guess that's kind of where we're at. Yeah. I could take that plate off and it would give us another, it'd slide us back probably another inch. We'll see how this actually sits. It's about the same as it was. It's not really that much different. Especially I push it all the way back. I like it still having the side handle. Yeah, the seat belts are still there if you want them. I think that'll work. I think we'll just mount it the way it is and leave those plates on the back, just, I don't know, I guess extra protection, if you will. So at this point, we're just bolting them down. The only thing I see is this bar is sitting on the plastic just fine, but over here, we're not on the plastic. No, we're not. So, shit. That means we are going to have to take the bars off. Well, let's try taking the bars off and then I'll slide it over a little bit. We'll see what we're looking like. Obviously, it doesn't matter with the doors. So, all right, I'll try that. Let's see what we can do here. Must have nuts on them. Yeah, they're just spinning. Shit. All right, well. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. The bad thing is it probably gives it a little bit of strength, but yeah, I mean, it's got to come off. I don't see any other way of getting around that. All right, well, hang on, we'll be back. All right. One. There's two. Okay. And there's our plate again. Getting a little skinnier. I see it's got a little pouch spot there. I wonder if that's for like the owner's manual or something. All right. Again, there we are. Let's set the seat in here. I don't know how to set you there. Set you there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that moved us way over. Probably too much actually, but alright. Alright, so it did get us over to where that bar, I don't know if you can see that or not, that bar is actually sitting, yeah, there you go. It is sitting on that pedestal now. So, I'm thinking we get in, be sure we're slid all the way back, and then we just get out and mark this thing where it is on here, and then we'll just see what we can do. I don't know if that seat adjuster actually works anymore. It doesn't. I don't think it does. I don't know what that's even for. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it can slide forwards and backwards. I'll probably cut the handle off because there's not like leg room's an issue with these things. But anyway, we'll mark it, and then we'll see about. Okay, update. The seat itself, ironically, the very small nuts that it had, or bolts, were 1/4 20, which really surprises me on a Japanese machine. I was sure they were metric. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I can't use those holes for the simple fact, of course, it doesn't line up in the seat anywhere. But I've got free range right here where I can see all the way top and bottom. So I'm going to drill through. I'm going to use 3/8/16 instead, so I'm going to use bigger bolts. Looks like all 4 of them will be fine. We'll use washers, and that should work out okay. So I'll drill these out, and then I'll be back. All right, got the first hole done right there. Take our seat track. Got its hole drilled right there. I pretty much just set him on there. I'm gonna put 1 nut and bolt through it just to get it started. Sorry it's so dark, but the way she goes. So anyway, yeah, that'll fit through there. I'll cut this little rib out of the way just enough where I can get a washer on this just to help, and then I'll also get another flat washer and lock nut on this. But yeah, 4 of these is going to be really good. Yeah, we'll go through right here. That's a nice spot all the way to the back. So yeah, we'll get these mounted up, get some nuts and bolts in them, and then we'll test fit this seat and see how it looks. All right, I just broke out just a little piece of the square right here, and I think what I'm gonna do, shit, no I can't. I was hoping I could run the bolt up that way, but I can't. So, not a big deal. We'll go over here, just get us a, we'll get the biggest washer we can use. Probably him. See if that'll fit in there. It will not. I need to organize my washers better, right? I've bought new filing cabinets just to do that, and I haven't got around to it. But I'm on vacation for a week and a half, so maybe that'll change. All right, well, that's as close as it's going to get. That'll straighten up. So down it goes. There we go. And shavings. You get another washer, and then I should have some, I think I've got nylock washers for this. Let me see here. Got lock washers if not. I don't think I have enough. I said 3/8/16, I'm sorry. Yeah, these are 5/16 18. Looks like I do have quite a few. Yeah, I might have enough to do these. We'll see. I guess I don't actually need the washer if I'm using that, do I? All right, well, I think I will put Loctite on that. There's no harm in that. So, let me grab some real quick. Loctite red, that'll work. Sorry. Here we go. Shit. I don't know what I did with my 12, I guess. Okay. Well, shit. I need a 13 here. Okay. All right, now we need to be sure this is lined up, which it appears to be. Yeah, there's no issues at all with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this one tight. There we go. Okay, well, that's one down. All right, now it's just more drilling holes and going from there. So this one goes in right in the back here. All right. Looks pretty good right there. There we go. Pain in the ass. There we go. Loctite. Let's put it in the nut on this one, it's easier. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, that worked out. Let's see here. There's 12. Oh, they're all different sizes. There we go. All right, that's 2. Should be all right. All right. Okay. Tighten this one down. Should be all right. Okay, last one. Okay. All right. No, you can't see really, but there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4, and every one of them are in the seat track. So that's actually, that is much easier than I thought it was going to be, at least driver's side, which I guess is kind of the most important one. I don't know what the passenger side setup is, but it looks pretty much exactly the same. So let's see here. I'm gonna put you here, I guess. And we'll try popping this seat in for the first time. That's it, that's locked in. That's a lot more comfy too. Yeah, I dig it. I wish I had the sidebar on it. I'm sure I can probably re-drill it and move it out just a little. I think it'd be kind of nice to have that. But for now, I don't like the red. I wish the seats were all black because this thing has no red at all in it, but that's okay. Still looks better than it did. I guess I could always vinyl dye them or something, but they do look nice on there, and the seat belts are still usable if you want to. So anyway, never did try the seat adjuster. I don't know if it, no, it doesn't work. Nope. All right, we'll cut that off. That dick's sticking out right there. I guarantee you, if a feller's got cold snacks or it's been kind of a long night, guarantee you that'd catch the leg, especially in the summertime when you got shorts on. So we'll definitely cut that handle off. That thing doesn't need to move. It's not like I have 3-year-olds driving this thing. So that's it for now. We might do the passenger seat later. I might film it and I may just show you what it looks like once it's done. Okay, passenger seat this time. Definitely keeping this bar. I think that goes, oh shit, that goes all the way across, I bet. Oh no, I didn't even think of that. I really want to keep this bar in the middle for the passenger. If this stops us, worst case scenario, I will cut this bar in half. But anyway, let's see if we can break these bolts, because you know the back ones will probably break off again. One. Oof, ain't think that one's going to happen. A little ratty looking. Break off. Wow, good for it. That one's got a rust hole too. Let's see. That's cool. Nothing else. I guess we've got a used Rhino seat we can sell. Come on. Let's see here. All right, there's all 4. So we can take our base off. Oops, seat cover. This one's got that little weird spot too. I don't know what those are for. All right, so here's our part. Oh, good. It doesn't go across. It's 2 different pieces, which means we can definitely leave this piece on. That's good for her to hang on to. Plus, I mount my winch controls for my snowplow right there in the wintertime, which works out really well. I'm going to try setting this in the car real quick and set the new seat in there, but I don't think... I'm assuming, you know, they're symmetrical, so I'm assuming this will probably hit this side too. But we can try. So we'll put this in here. Just slide it back in its spot. Latch him in. All right. At the seatbelt buckle, I have a like a Ford Taurus or something. I don't know how, but when we bought this, that was gone. It still had the straps. It was all bolted in. I don't know how you do that, but they did. All right, so here's our other seat. This one's like the other one as far as the track goes. It's just a simple track, but it doesn't have that slider thing in it. So we'll go set this one in real quick. We'll set you there. Definitely tighter fit. Oh shit, forgot about the seat. All right, I'm gonna look at this while we're here though. Oh, this one we can, yeah, this one will work. Yeah, we can squeeze it in between it. Yeah, we can actually use that bar, so that's awesome. We gotta take that headrest off. Put that over like that. Just pull these off. Put this guy in. Yeah, fits good in there. Yeah, and just slide it as far back as we can. It looks pretty even. I'll mark it and we'll bolt her in. Yep. Yeah, I think that works out okay. I'll just mark the edges right here like I did on the other side. Pretty much I just marked a line right in front of that bulkhead right there. And then scratch the plastic. Yeah, see how it moved already? Yeah, we just need a... Yeah, right there. Rinse and repeat. That's really all we need. We'll pop this guy out of here. We'll set him in the mule, get that base, and we'll start doing our drilling. All right, here we go. I like the fact that we can save this and this. I think that's pretty cool. This turned out to be a little bit easier of a project than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully that ain't famous last words. All right, let's see here. Flip this guy over. I need a washer. These are big flat-headed bolts off some sort of engine that I cut up. I saved the bolts. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Put a little Loctite on it, even though this is one of those like crimped locking nuts. I'd rather have some on it anyway. It's already a lot better. There we go. We'll make it fit. I had to order a seat latch. For some reason, when I pulled up, the handle finally broke. Of course, this thing's, what, 20 years old? I'm not too mad at it. But it sucks. $20 on Amazon. Alright. Now I'll drill these two back ones and call her a day. Not for certain, I think my son just went by on my motorcycle. I have to check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's my bike I just heard go by. I'm supposed to be getting off work at 9. What time is it? 9:15. That very well could have been him. So, I have to check and see. Of course, it's, Christ, 2 days. It's Eve of Christmas Eve, so the 23rd. It's 60, well, right at 60 degrees outside, so can't really blame him, I guess. All right. All right. And one more, and we're done with this project. That's pretty cool. Let's see, this one. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, I think that'll work. Overall, I would say this is actually a pretty simple job. This is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And we haven't even like rigged this. I mean, these are all bolted in safe, just as safe as the originals were. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's take you over one last time. Set you here. And then we'll set that seat in there and kind of see what this thing looks like. Check, kids, there we are. Look at that. That actually looks pretty good. Still got our, I don't know, it's a grab bar. I call it like a side impact bar or something. If you got to slid into a tree or something, that would help quite a bit, I think. Still got the shit handle and where I mount my winch when this thing has the snowplow on it in the wintertime, which is, it's a good little plow machine. Also did the updated headlights on that. If anybody wants to know about that, I can let you know how we did that. That worked out pretty good. Those are very good headlights. But, oh, also, I can show it on a different video. This has the 2013 Nissan Versa electric power steering upgrade done to it that I did a couple years ago. And power steering on these Rhinos is awesome. You turn the key and wait like 3 seconds, and you've got power steering. One figure power steering. And that's pretty cool. So, anyway, and those headlights are very bright. They work. That's a definitely good upgrade. It's also got I think it's black Rhino fuel gauge, which was kind of nice putting that in. So anyway, that's what we got. I'm actually really happy with these. They look nice. They are comfy. It feels weird in here. I'm not used to it. It usually has lawnmower seats in it, so this is definitely different. We'll touch up the paint back here where we scratched all that up. I'll get the razor off of it. But overall, yeah, it's kind of a fun little unit. I don't plan on keeping it. We've had it for, yeah, see, just cut my leg on that. That definitely ain't gonna work. We've had this thing for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. It's got a 686 big bore kit in it. When we bought it, it was blown up, and I did all the engine work to it, new timing chain, new cams, all that shit. Put the wheels on it. No nonsense, know-how. Did the old bed cover or bed liner roof on his YouTube Rhino, which his video is why I bought this. I wanted a Rhino after watching his video, and that actually is a good roof, and that is definitely my motorcycle. Yeah, there he is, flying. That's what I thought. I heard you go by. Huh? I heard you go by earlier.
I went down that way. It's pretty fun.
Wet roads.
Really foggy.
Riding my CRF 300, or it's 250 with a 300 jug and everything on it. It's a good bike. Anyway, that's it. We got our seats done, and get you on the next one.